Drive like a pro, think, react, drive smart. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we will check how well you know traffic rules. I have prepared for you some interesting and slightly tricky traffic situations that any driver can face. So get comfortable, like this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And at the end of the video, write in the comments how many right answers you got. Now let's look at the next situation. You're driving along a rural roadway on a calm day. Traffic is light, visibility is good, and the road ahead seems clear. As you continue forward, you notice a set of railroad tracks crossing the road at a right angle. There are no gates coming down at the moment, and no train is visible, but you clearly understand that railroad crossings are always potentially dangerous. Unlike intersections with cars, trains cannot slow down quickly or stop for vehicles. Because of this, drivers must follow very specific rules when approaching and crossing railroad tracks. As you prepare to cross, you remember that the most dangerous moment is not before the tracks. It is while your vehicle is actually on them. Any unnecessary action at that moment could put you in serious danger. That's why it's important to know exactly what you should avoid doing while crossing railroad tracks. Question: while crossing railroad tracks, you should avoid Answer 1. Stopping or shifting gears. Answer 2. Using your brakes. Answer 3. Using your low-beam headlights. Answer 4. Using your high-beam headlights. Detailed explanation, correct answer. Answer 1. Stopping or shifting gears. When you drive onto railroad tracks, your number one goal is to clear the tracks as smoothly and quickly as possible. Stopping on railroad tracks is extremely dangerous. If your vehicle stalls or loses momentum, you may not be able to move off the tracks in time if a train appears. Trains move fast, are very quiet until they are close, and need a long distance to stop. Shifting gears while crossing the tracks is also risky. A missed shift or mechanical problem can cause your vehicle to hesitate or stall, exactly what you must avoid. The safest action is to select the correct gear. Before entering the crossing, maintain steady speed, drive straight across without stopping. Why the other answers are incorrect. Answer 2. Using your brakes. Braking while on the tracks can reduce your momentum and increase the chance of stopping on the rails. You should brake before the tracks if needed, not while crossing them. Answer 3. Using your low-beam headlights. Low-beam headlights do not interfere with crossing railroad tracks. They are normal and safe to use and have no negative impact in this situation. Answer 4. Using your high-beam headlights. High beams are not related to the danger of crossing railroad tracks. While high beams should be used carefully around other traffic, they are not the primary concern when crossing tracks. Summary: railroad crossings require full attention and careful preparation. The most critical rule is to never stop on the tracks and never perform actions that could cause your vehicle to stall. Always remember, choose the correct gear before crossing, keep moving steadily. Clear the tracks completely without stopping. These simple actions can prevent extremely serious accidents. Final answer, answer 1, stopping or shifting gears. Now let's look at another common driving situation. You are parked along the curb on a city street in a parallel parking space. The road has multiple lanes and traffic continues to flow beside you. Pedestrians may be using the sidewalk and other vehicles may be approaching from behind or passing in the next lane. You are ready to leave your parking space and re-enter traffic. Although this may seem like a simple action, it requires careful observation and clear communication with other road users. Leaving a parked position without proper checks can easily lead to collisions with passing vehicles, cyclists, or pedestrians. Before pulling out, you must make sure that the road is clear, that other drivers understand your intention, and that no one is in your blind spots. Traffic laws and safe driving practices outline several steps that should always be followed in this situation. Let's review what you should do. Question: when preparing to leave a parallel parking space, you should Answer 1. Look in your mirrors. Answer 2. Indicate your intention by signaling. Answer 3. Look over your shoulder. Answer 4. Do all of the above. Correct answer. Answer 4. Do all of the above. Detailed explanation. Leaving a parallel parking space safely requires a combination of observation and communication. You should check your mirrors to see approaching traffic from behind. Use your turn signal to clearly show other drivers that you intend to pull out. Look over your shoulder to check blind spots for vehicles, cyclists, or pedestrians that may not be visible in your mirrors. Each of these steps provides important information. Mirrors alone are not enough. Signaling alone is not enough. And shoulder checks alone are not enough. Only by doing all three can you be confident that it is safe to move. Why the other answers are incomplete. Answer 1. Look in your mirrors. Mirrors are important, but they do not show everything. Blind spots can hide cyclists or fast-approaching vehicles. Answer 2. Indicate your intention by signaling. Signaling tells others what you plan to do, but it does not confirm that the road is clear or that it is safe to move. Answer 3. Look over your shoulder. A shoulder check helps detect blind spots, but without mirror checks and signaling, it does not provide full awareness or communication. Summary. When leaving a parallel parking space, safety depends on awareness and clear communication. Checking mirrors, signaling, and looking over your shoulder are all essential steps and must be done together. Final answer. Do all of the above. Now let's look at the next situation. You are driving in a busy city area with wide intersections, multiple traffic lanes, and clearly marked crosswalks. In places like this, you often share the road with large vehicles such as delivery trucks, buses, and tractor trailers. These vehicles are much longer than passenger cars and their wheels are positioned far apart. Because of this, they do not move through turns in the same way smaller vehicles do. This difference is especially important at intersections, where space is limited and several vehicles may be turning at the same time. In the image, you can see a long truck making a turn at an intersection. At first glance, it might appear that the entire vehicle follows one smooth line through the turn. In reality, the front and rear wheels follow very different paths. Understanding how wheel paths work during a turn is essential for safe driving. It helps you position your own vehicle correctly, avoid curbs and obstacles, and stay out of dangerous areas near large vehicles. Let's examine what actually happens when any vehicle turns. Question. When any vehicle turns, its rear wheels will follow a. Answer 1, faster path. Answer 2, slower path. Answer 3, shorter path. Answer 4, longer path. Correct answer. Answer 3, shorter path. Detailed explanation. When a vehicle makes a turn, the front wheels control the direction of travel. They move first and guide the vehicle into the turn. However, the rear wheels do not follow the same line as the front wheels. Instead, the movement works like this. The front wheels travel in a wide arc around the corner. The rear wheels turn later and move closer to the inside of the curve. As a result, the rear wheels travel a shorter distance than the front wheels. This difference in wheel paths is called off-tracking. Off-tracking happens with all vehicles, including cars, but it is much more noticeable with long vehicles such as trucks, buses, and vehicles pulling trailers. The longer the vehicle, the greater the difference between the front and rear wheel paths. Because of off-tracking, rear wheels may cut across the inside of a turn, roll over curbs, strike signs, poles, or pedestrians if the driver is not careful. Move into areas that appear clear from the front of the vehicle. This is why large vehicles often swing wide before turning. They are creating extra space so their rear wheels can clear the corner safely. As a driver, you must be aware of this behavior and never assume that a large vehicle will stay entirely within one lane while turning. Why the other answers are incorrect. Answer 1, faster path. The question is not about speed. The rear wheels are not defined by moving faster or slower, but by the distance they travel during the turn. Answer 2, slower path. Rear wheels do not automatically move more slowly. Their speed depends on the vehicle, not on the turning principle being tested here. Answer 4, longer path. The front wheels follow the longer, wider path around a turn. The rear wheels cut inside and travel a shorter distance. Summary. Whenever a vehicle turns, its wheels do not follow the same track. The front wheels take a wide path, while the rear wheels follow a tighter curve and travel a shorter distance. Understanding this concept helps you make safer turns, avoid hitting curbs or obstacles, stay clear of large vehicles at intersections, better predict how vehicles around you will move. Final answer. Shorter path. Subscribe and never miss traffic rules lessons.